Alrighty, where are we at today?
We're up at, why you asked me that question? Start all over.
You don't want to tell them?
No, go ahead.
It's super secret.
No, go ahead.
So I guess we're following the stocking truck today.
Yes.
We didn't know this. We thought we were hitting a little native brook trout stream, which I'm sure there are little native brook trout in here. But apparently they just rolled through with the stocking truck this morning. So that's where we're at. Stoney Creek is the name of it.
Stoney Creek 3, I think, is what it's actually listed in the stocking guidelines.
We're in Dauphin County?
I believe so. Yes.
I think it's Dauphin.
Northern Lebanon.
Yeah.
Northern Lebanon.
Yeah, Northern Lebanon area. So up on the game lands here, it's just miles of stream you can fish. So even if they don't stock, it stays cold enough all year. So there's trout in it. We're going to get after it. What are your predictions? How do you think we're going to do?
Man, weather's beautiful. Sun's out. Water's a little bit high. It's a little bit stained from rain yesterday and the day before. I think we're going to have a dynamic day with a lot of action.
Yeah, let's get it. Beautiful. So we're out here. We have a trout that is in the current a little bit. He's rising sporadically. We were throwing some nymphs at him. He was coming out. He was looking at him, and at the last second, he was kind of bailing off. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to run a 2-fly setup. I'm going to run a wet fly on top. As you can see, all I did was tie a surgeon's knot right here, and I left the tag end a little long. So I'm going to tie a fly right onto that, and then I'll tie another fly down below. And a lot of times, this is a killer setup. I think when we pull him out, I think he's going to be a native, or he's going to be a holdover. We'll see. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, though. Make sure you get an angle on me when my head is down and my neck looks even fatter. That way people really appreciate how close I am to a heart attack. All right, guys. Like we talked about, I've got an indicator about 1.5 times the depth of the water. We've got the first fly, which is tied off my surgeon's knot. So then if you go down a little bit, you'll see so we're running 2 flies. Both are wet flies. One's a bead head, one's not. And then I got a little weight up in front of it to help get the whole rig down. And I would be willing to bet this is what catches this fish in here. There it is.
There it is. We got it on film.
I didn't even wait for my indicator. I saw him lift up. I knew he took it.
There we go.
He's a beautiful man.
Yeah, and you thought he was a native.
He very well might be, man. Very well might be.
So he's
Beautiful fish. Yeah, that's the spot. There it is. Come on. Little piece of advice, guys. When you're pulling these out and you got 2 flies on the rig, be exceptionally careful, because if you miss and that trout pulls a little bit or something, that other hook's going right into you. So be super careful with that.
It's having trouble focusing. There it is. Beautiful.
We're going to get him back in the water, though.
Go ahead.
We just talked about the setup. You saw me. Took about 2 casts once we got it dialed in. How many tries did we take? We went through 3 or 4 setups before we figured out exactly what would work for him.
And what did he hit? Did he hit the nymph on the bottom?
It's a bead-headed wet fly on the bottom. Just like a bead-head pheasant tail. Ended up taking the bottom one. Nothing special. I mean, we got 6X on because the water's a little clear, but sometimes if you know the fish are there, don't leave. Just change your setup a little. Don't be afraid to change the setup, because that's how you catch fish. Hey, he's running right at me. He's another little stalker. Oh, he's a little brookie. Definitely a stalker, but a little brookie nonetheless. Whoa. There he is. There he is. You want the net?
He's a big one.
Yeah, he is. You want me to toss the net to your feet?
Yeah, let me use it.
Yep. He's a nice one. Nice brookie, it looks like. Get him in there. Get him in there. Oh, and brownie.
A beautiful brown.
Nice. Beautiful
Perfect
fish, Tony. Beautiful fish.
Let him get some water. Ooh. He's got a messed up gill on that side. I don't want to touch this gill.
That's fine. Push him out a little. All right. Let's get him back in. There we go. Decent one.
Alfred's hooked up on the big boy.
Pretty nice brownie. Right in the corner of the lip. That's out. It's a pretty decent fish. That's your stalker. You know which one he was? He was the one that.
7 times?
Yeah, I was gonna say he was the one straight across here that you missed a bunch.
What a pretty. Let me zoom in quick.
I got him in the water, okay?
What a pretty fish. Go ahead.
Nice.
And then when we move to this next hole, I want to get after it while you catch them all out of here.
There's another one chasing him.
That's another big brown, ain't it?
Dude, all of them are just fantastic fish. It's lively too.
Guess it's time for me to do my job, huh?
Oh, I have to reach. Get on. That's a really, really nice fish. Man. Come on, come on. Make this easy on me, please. All right, let's get all that nonsense. Oh, I threaded him a little bit. Wow, what is going on here? If I don't get this fucking thing off of him, he's gonna come home with us real soon, too. I don't understand what I did. There we go.
Just on the lip.
Yeah. Wow. That's a pig of a brown.
There's a pig of a brown. I don't like how the wind is kind of playing into the stream here. With the super lightweight gear. Oh, man,
Dude, he came barreling out of that tail of the pool, right by that log jam, man. He came barreling out. I'm sorry. I catch a beautiful fish, and Tony's like, "Here, watch this." Tony catch the biggest one of the day.
It's a good old black and yellow Panther Martin.
Popped out nicely, too.
Popped out nice.
Look at the colors on that fish. What a beautiful fish. Beautiful.
Just a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Nice.
See you later, homie. See how it just zooms way out?
That's going to be a short.
I'm afraid to cast because I'll cast it too far. See? Oh,
There it is. There it is. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. I didn't get a chance to put the net on the tripod here. Wherever you need it. Yeah, that thing is just doubling over on you. That's awesome.
Look at that rod fighting. And again, that's the Cherrywood by Berkeley. Set up with a Fluger President. It's a 1000 series reel. It's super lightweight. And I have set it up on 2-pound test. It's the...
Catching these big brown trout on 2-pound tests with a spinner is absolutely incredible. And the take is so cool because you just see them zooming out and they crush it.
Settle down, boy. Now the problem with these is
The treble hook is a little tough
the
sometimes.
treble hook's a pain.
Well, so the nice thing is we both eat trout. And
he absolutely inhaled that.
if they swallow it and they're bleeding too much or we don't think they're going to make it, they'll come home with us and go in the smoker. That still came out really easily, though.
It did.
That was beautiful.
He had that whole thing down his throat. I don't know if you saw that, but just an absolutely phenomenal lure to try to catch a fish now.
Face him my way when you let him go. Let's keep the net right down along the water.
He's not bleeding, is he?
He is a lot. Keep, it's kind of pumping out too.
I have the stringer.
I have a stringer too, except mine's right here.
Look how much he's bleeding.
Yeah, he's probably done for.
I have a stringer right here. We'll use yours. I don't want to waste them. Here's the challenge we have, guys. This guy's bleeding quite a bit. I don't know if you can see it there in the water, but he will be so good on the smoker, and we don't intend to. You can see it just creeping out of his gills there. See it? So what we're going to do, we're going to put him on a stringer, and we'll take him home and we'll eat him.
Tony just smashed 2 in spinners in a row. He's going to go for a hat trick right now.
All right, but let me talk about my setup a little bit here because I think this is something that it took me a while to learn. I'm using a 5-foot. It's a Cherrywood from Berkeley. This is rated. It's an ultralight line. It's rated at 1/32 to 1/8 ounce. And these right here, they're the Panther Martin size 2s.
All right, Panther Martin size 2.
I don't know what they weigh, but they're going to fit right in that category for this type of rod. And then if you're using a 1000 series rod, again, this is a Fluger President. I've got it all mudded up. It's a beautiful rod. It's a great reel combination for this. And what it allows me to do is use a 2-pound test. This is the new SOS line. I think the manufacturers that make Trout Magnet make this line. It's sort of got a green tint to it, but it's ultra clear. It's a 0.16 diameter, I believe. So super small, super tiny, and it's got great feel. But this thing just comes out of the rod guides and just zooms. I mean, I could get a 30 or 40 foot cast with this without even trying. So we're going to try to do this one more time and see if we can't get another one.
3 in a row. Let's see it happen.
Oh, he hit it too.
Oh, there he goes. He took it again. Oh, dude.
That was a totally different fish.
I don't like to like toot our own horn. So like today was an epic day. I mean,
pretty epic.
This is probably the best day we've had all season. I mean, we had some other great days, but just the scenery you can't beat. It's an absolutely beautiful stream. The fishing was fantastic. The bugs there were sulfurs, marsh browns, midges coming off. I had tons of bug life. I just fish feeding everywhere. It was an awesome day.
And they hit everything we threw at them. I mean, they hit the Panther Martin spinners. They hit every fly that you could possibly throw at them. It's just a really fantastic, and they're all really nice big brown trout.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was the other thing that impressed me. There was no 9-inch fish in here. I mean, they were all 12 inches.
12, 13, 14 inch fish.
Most of them, I think, the brown trout we caught were 15 inches plus. Yeah. I mean, they were solid fish.
Yep. We got some great video. You know, I think today was a win.
Yeah.